welcome to another edition of the Wonderberry Podcast.
I'm Brian,
And I'm Dave.
and you can find us online at wonderberry.com.
You can find me online at Open Darkwing.
And don't find me.
That bad, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be in Fort Wayne today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're coming down for a friend's funeral.
Another one?
Another one.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, call your friends and check in on them and see how they're doing. Make sure they're doing okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yep. Anyways.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, if you need a hug, stop by on your way out or something.
okay.
Seriously. Even if it's for only like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. I don't actually know where we're going, but Fort Wayne somewhere.
Still, if you need a hug, come
Yeah.
down.
Okay. Yeah, I've been
Absolutely.
printing a ton of stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I'm printing a model, like a model of the Mount Everest. And Christy asked me if it was to scale, and I said, no, it's to look at.
It's to look at. God damn it. That's good, though.
Yeah. Seriously, though, I have been printing all sorts of things. Like, I have made it my job to find the problems that we didn't know were problems around the house, and I'm like printing solutions for things. And Christy's like, oh, that was an issue? I'm like, yeah. Yep, it was. Didn't know that? You didn't know? You didn't know you wanted the Google Hub not sitting on the counter but hanging from the cabinet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, though.
Yeah. I printed like a toothbrush holder that also holds like our 2 separate tubes of toothpaste, and like just countless amounts of tool holders for the shop and all sorts of things. Currently printing out an ungodly amount of the stupid fidget cubes because everybody freaking wants one, and my printer's just been nonstop doing that for like 4 or 5 days. So,
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
well, wish people would give me money for them.
We'll start charging.
Yeah, I should do. I've just been.
If anything, charge the cost of the plastic.
You don't want to know how cheap it really is to make these, Dave.
Oh, yeah. That bad, huh?
It's ridiculous.
All right. Well, then charge time. Or
Yeah.
charge for a spool of plastic.
Well, a spool of plastic's about $20.
Well, there you go. There's your price point.
Printing one of these cost about 43 cents. And
Nope. It costs about $5.
that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, it's about $5.
It costs $5.
Yep. So if I sell them, that's about what it's going to be. Unless you want a crazy color. You want a crazy color, there's 7. Because I got some of the, like, what do they call it? Dichromatic filaments, where it has 2 colors and it shifts when you in different light. Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's not terrible, I guess.
Yeah.
So, throwing back to kind of where we started this thing at, SpaceX did something crazy today.
Oh,
They launched Starship. second attempt, and they finally got it up off the pad today.
Nice.
It was, I think they said that it had twice the velocity of Saturn V,
Hmm.
which is absolutely insane. Like, I think they were at orbital speeds by 4 minutes.
Damn.
But they shut everything down to do the stage separation to get the Starship away from the booster, and it failed out, and the whole thing ended in a spectacular RUD. The data they collected is going to be worth something, but overall, it ended in a spectacular fireworks.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
what did you? I missed it. I was getting donuts
yeah, that's fine.
and cannolis, technically.
But yeah, rapid unplanned disassembly happened to the Starship. Every time they say that, it's one of the funniest things to me.
Yeah, that's like the story of my life, Dave. Rapid unplanned disassembly. Slap that shit on my headstone when I'm
Oh
gone.
man, that should be the title of my back.
So we're gonna go back to talking about space and hot planetary bodies.
I don't know. I kind of liked when we had like hot planetary bodies. Man, next week, if you end up binging Picard this week
I'm gonna
or
binge
this
it.
weekend,
I'm gonna binge it so hard.
then we will definitely have some hot planetary bodies to talk about next week.
I'm gonna binge it so hard. I'm gonna be chafed for a week.
Dude, it's anything that you're expecting, it's better.
I'm not expecting anything, Dave. I'm just expecting it to be good, and I'm expecting Jerry Ryan to just be gorgeous as usual.
Well,
So,
she has competition.
okay. In Troy, which was my first Star Trek love.
No,
So,
not in Troy. She's still
no,
above Troy.
I'm just saying, like, that was my first, like, Star Trek love was Troy. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
yeah. Hey, you're a Pisces, right?
No, queries.
Aquarius? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio, right? Yeah.
Think I'm Aquarius.
So
Hang
if
on.
you gotta
No,
look
go
it up
ahead.
too.
Go ahead.
I would say, but if our signs match up, I'm on a retrograde Uranus.
It is Aquarius.
Okay.
I don't know when the
The dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of
apparently it's considered a
Aquarius.
cusp because of how close I was to Pisces. Apparently.
Um, I don't know. I I haven't done this yet. I bitch about this all the time, but I haven't actually looked this up yet for myself because I'm curious, but because it's this, that's the charts or whatever they use for the people's zodiacs where they they were based off of where the stars were thousands of years ago,
Yeah.
and they've moved.
Yes, I know. It's one of the reasons how I know that it's complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah. So, well, it didn't. So there's two different things going on here, Dave. It started out as a means to track like the seasons, and like when you were planting things, when you were
I'm not.
harvesting things.
I'm not saying that when it started out, it wasn't bullshit. I
Yeah.
understand where it
So
came from.
if you
Not changing the dates to go along with the stars means that today it's bullshit.
yeah, and
Not
if
to
you
mention
get
we
like
can track all that shit much more precisely now.
yeah, if you well even like the Farmer's Almanac still uses the stars for a lot of things, and they're
Well, because
stupidly accurate somehow.
drift occurs on such a macro scale and takes so long. It's like tracking evolution. You know, you're not going to have micro changes in stellar drift, but the massive the changes over a long period of time are still there.
Yeah.
But yes, apparently the cutoff between Aquarius and Pisces is the day after I was born.
Hmm.
So I was February 17, and it looks like Aquarius ends February 18.
You know what else sucks, Dave?
Yeah.
I have over the years, like as a stoner and as a musician and as somebody who looks like Mexican Taliban or whatever, like I've experienced a fuck ton of stereotyping in my life.
Yep.
The worst stereotyping I've ever experienced is because of being a fucking Scorpio.
Oh, yeah. The people that are into it are way too into it. And
Yeah,
they're usually the same people that are the first ones to mock us for liking Star Trek.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I I said it's I told somebody once like it's just another way to prejudice since you can't be full racist anymore. You're you're scared to be racist, but you know you want to stereotype and be prejudiced against people. She was not happy about that. And then
It
she was like,
reminds me a lot of Kid Rock's music. I'll just put it
yeah,
that way.
yeah. And she was like, oh, it's space racism. And I was like, no, that's different. We'll have space racism once we start meeting aliens. This is like star racism. Like there's gonna you know it yet, but there's gonna be a fine line difference between the two of them.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I will never understand the whole signs thing. It's just that's beyond my ability to comprehend what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I don't know. Read the Farmer's Almanac. It's better. It uses the position of the stars to tell you like when to plant stuff and when to harvest things and like when when to put your eggs under your chickens to roost so that they hatch at the right time.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Neat.
I don't know. It's all just it is what it is, I guess. But, you know, star signs are star signs, and I guess that's the way it goes. People get caught up in all sorts of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it's, you know, to each their own, I guess. I don't know what else. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what to do beyond that. Just to just be like, all right, well, I guess this is happening now.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well,
So yeah, we went back to being a space podcast, or we what are we doing?
we're space dads.
We could be a space podcast. We go back talking about Google and the boon of AI and how They're releasing out Bard against the wishes of anyone and everyone who's in the ethics community. It's really weird to say this, but Microsoft is doing it right while Google seems to be getting it wrong. And I thought I would never say that sentence in my life
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
because instead of going in and trying to design their own from the ground up, they've embraced OpenAI and ChatGPT for stuff. And they're just dumping resources into a very how do I say this? I don't want to say very good, a much more polished product,
Yeah.
I think is how I will say that.
Yeah, I think Google got to the point where they have to look at everybody as competition. And I feel like that's probably a result of all the fucking lawsuits over the last, you know, what, 15 something years.
Yeah, but it's still, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's really freaking weird that they're getting so far behind and they've had so many misses. Like in stuff that they create themselves without having a backbone from someone else to build off of.
Hmm.
And you know, I think what they're the last thing that they built completely in house that was actually fairly successful was Gmail. And you
Yeah.
could argue that Android maybe, but
No, because that was that they bought that.
yeah. And Chrome OS is just a spin-off. I mean, no offense to Chrome OS, it has a lot of really good stuff, but it's an Android spin. It's an Android and Chrome spin. Did they buy Chrome from someone? Or did they build
Mm,
Chromium from the ground up?
I think Chromium was ground up, but it was also Linux based. Like Chromium itself is Linux based, whereas Chrome, the browser, was their own build, right?
Well, Chromium is just Chrome plus Android on Linux.
Mm, no, Chrome.
Well, Chromium is the open source version of Chrome.
Yeah, it's not,
Chrome
yeah.
OS is
Seeing if I remember right, before it was the open source base, it was the Chromium was the OS, and then it went to Chrome OS because the OS is still Chromium
yeah, Chromium
something.
OS. Chromium OS is what
I
it's
don't
built
know.
on. It's a free and open source operating system designed for running web applications. It's a Linux-based operating system made by Google. And so Chrome OS, it's a Linux-based operating system. It's derived from the open source Chromium OS and uses Google Chrome web browser as its principal user interface. So it's a skin Linux backend with Chrome browser as its front end.
Yeah, it's a
And that
little.
was and that was their so I guess you could say that it was sort of built from the ground up from there, but I don't know.
No.
All right, they did build Chrome browser from the ground up
So I thought.
because Sergey and Larry Page hired a bunch of Firefox developers to build the browser. So they started that in 2006. When was Gmail released?
It was like 04.
Yes, '04. So I guess Chrome is the last thing that they built in-house ground up.
Hmm.
Which I gotta say is not bad. What else have they built from ground up that's like really, I mean, I guess Android. How do they build Android?
Well, Android was bought.
Let's see, Linux kernel history.
YouTube was bought. Google Docs was bought.
Okay, yeah, in 2005. So it was founded in 2003 by Andy Rubin and Rich Miner. 2005, Rubin tried to negotiate deals with Samsung and HTC, but then Google acquired the company in July of 2005 for $50 million. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Android was bought out. Their entire smart system was bought. Um, Chrome was all theirs. Gmail was all theirs. Like you said, Docs was bought.
Google Voice was bought.
Google Voice was bought. Hangouts was bought. Yeah, I don't know what else. Like they've had a lot of stuff that they've built on their own, but most of it's folded.
Yeah. All the ad stuff is complicated because they built one and then bought a shit ton of other ones with it.
Yeah. Well, so Google technically is an ad company that has technology add-ons.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Google Photos
Bought
was
Panoramia before that.
Pekisa.
Oh yeah, and yeah, that too. It was two separate programs.
Yeah.
Panoramia, I think, was more integrated into Google Maps. Google Maps was their own build, though, wasn't it?
I don't know. Let me look it up. This is going to be a Wikipedia run today. Let's see. Google Maps first started as a C++ program designed by two Danish brothers, Lars and Jens Hjeltrup Rasmussen, and Noel Gorton and Stephen Ma at Sydney-based Where2 Technologies. In October of 2004, the company was acquired by Google Inc. So nope, Maps was not theirs.
Hey, oh, jeez.
What?
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, no, that's actually kind of interesting. I think
I think they built Dart and Go in-house, but then they bought they bought whatever it was that was writing like the WebM and WebP, which contained like the VP8 and VP9 codecs, which is I think is what has turned into the AV1 codec, or like encoding suite.
um I'm trying to run backwards to see if Google Wallet, the original Google Wallet that became Android Pay, that became Google Pay, that became Google Wallet, if that was built by them. And it looks like it was. Um, huh. Yeah, it looks like Google Pay. Let's see, Android Pay, Google Wallet became Google Pay. And then Google Pay became Google Wallet again last year. Yeah, it looks like Google Wallet, Pay, Wallet, Android thing, all that was built in-house, it looks like.
Hmm.
That's interesting. That's the one that I didn't expect to be built in-house.
Yeah.
I fully expected that one to be fully there, or to be fully messed up. Interesting. All right, so where were we at? We're at Gmail was. Wait, am I wrong in saying that Gmail was all theirs, or did they build it from something else? Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Was Google actually built by them anymore? Do we know?
Yeah, Google was built by them. I do know that
Was Google
because
made by Google?
it started off as a search engine. Oh shit! I forgot completely about Inbox by Gmail.
Yeah. Fuck. Damn it, Dave.
That was
God.
such a great product that they just nixed.
Inbox was so good.
Let's see, history.
I don't even remember why it was good, but I
Yes.
remember that my inbox was fucking empty.
Gmail was fully built. The idea for Gmail was developed by Paul Burchett several years before it's announced to the public. The project was known by codename Caribou. During early development, the project was kept secret from most of Google's own engineers.
Hmm.
That changed once the project improved. By early 2004, most employees were using it to access the company's internal email system. And then April 1st, 2004, they announced it to the public. So, yes, Gmail was theirs internally. So that is theirs at least.
Hmm.
I wonder if there's a list somewhere that someone has of everything that they've done completely in-house.
We should make one.
Oh, I'm not going to spend that kind of time.
Oh, you wanted an update on my Blackstone.
Yes.
I'm having a sidetracky day, Dave.
Yeah, that's definitely not going the direction I thought it was going to go. Once again, you know why it does this, right? You know why?
Why?
Because we don't have notes.
Why do we need those? What's
so that we don't do this.
That was my oh yeah, I forgot we were going to talk about that. We planned to talk about this, Dave. We talked about talking about this last week. And now we're going to talk about it. This was our note. And I remembered. We did it. We did it, Dave. We remembered something. What was I talking about?
Blackstone.
Yeah. Holy cow. That's pretty cool. It's got a little grease drip out tray thing on the back.
Yeah.
So you just have everything into the little hole in the back. And there's a little tray. You just pull the tray out and go dump it. Freaking handy.
Nice.
And dude, I I cooked a shit ton of bacon on it the other day. And what else did I do? Did pancakes. It was so handy. Like such a big surface, and I made so many pancakes all at one time. They came out so good.
Yeah, I haven't pulled the trigger on them, but I think I found panels that I can put in my grill to go for that. And that'd be
Yeah,
kind of awesome to be able to have the mixture of the two.
yeah. Okay, so let me tell you about tacos, Dave.
Oh boy.
The so on the griddle, I like pre-seasoned the meat. I had ground beef, and I got it pre-seasoned,
Yeah.
and I took that out, got it cooking on the griddle, and then once it was done and good and brown, I my griddle, the Blackstone has 4 burners, and so like I was using the middle two, and I shoved all the meat off to the side,
Yeah.
and then I grabbed handfuls of cheese, and I put that directly down on the griddle, and then slapped a tortilla down on top of the cheese. And that way it would like melted the cheese and got it just like a little bit crispy while warming the tortilla. And then I flipped the tortilla over so it would like start warming and softening from the other side. And then I got myself a little taco server rack thing. So then once the tortillas were warm, set them in the little taco rack deal and just scooped the meat up and dumped it right into them and kept all the mess right on the griddle. It came out so good. And like cooking the cheese and tortilla like that together was freaking amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to have you up for a taco day.
Yes, definitely. We need to plan something to go up there. Absolutely. I want to go up there again. We need to do something.
Yeah.
Something. Anything.
Something.
Oh boy. Well, I survived midterms. And we were
Yeah.
talking about that last week.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Pretty well.
You pass?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh yeah. 80s in one class, 90s in the other.
Nice.
Google I/O is going to be fun this year.
Oh. Yeah, when's that?
June, May 10th.
Oh. Not too far.
They're announcing a new phone,
Oh.
the Google Fold.
Oh. Huh.
It's it looks like it's going to be announced May 10th with availability in June. It will be the book style, so 5.8-inch phone that folds out to a 7-point-inch tablet, powered by Google's Tensor G2 processor. So the same thing it's in the 7 and the 7 Pro. Google says, according to tests, that the phone will last for 24 hours or up to 72 hours in low power mode. It'll be 3/4 of an ounce heavier. So it's going to be at 10 ounces total. They're going to claim that it has the most durable hinge in a foldable. So they're going to go dig at Samsung for that one. Yeah. So all that for $1,700.
Woohoo! I remember buying phones for like $100 or less.
Yeah, I remember when flagships for 400 and the mid ranges were 150 to 200. But yeah, apparently it's going to have a larger battery. They're actually dumping an extra 10 ounces into the battery, or 3/4 of an ounce heavier at 10 ounces. So 3/4 of an ounce heavier because they're dumping larger battery into it. They figure if it's already be big, they might as well make the battery large and supportive, which is fine.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out.
yeah.
I kind of want one though, to be honest. I have almost pulled the trigger twice on the Galaxy Fold. But I've held off waiting to see if Google was gonna do it with the Pixel. So we'll have to see, because yep. They're also gonna be probably showing off Android 14. So, and which will have better support for foldable phones as well.
Hmm, cool.
So yeah, looks like foldable phones from Google are on their way. And I'm surprisingly okay with this.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm nonchalant.
I've wanted to get a good tablet, smaller tablet for a while. My Nexus 7 is finally well, it's not finally. It's been showing its age for quite some time, but I still use it because it's the perfect size of a tablet. Like that 7-inch screen is like perfect. I don't need a 10-inch screen. I don't need 9. I don't need these bigger, chunkier things, but having a phone that can fold and unfold into a tablet, I would definitely utilize a lot more.
Yeah. Dave, you know what we need is the Nexus 7. We need a new Nexus 7.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah, that was the best tablet ever made. Hands down, best tablet ever made.
That's why I'm still using my Nexus 7, my 2013 Nexus 7.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing's 10 years old and I'm still chonking away with it. It's slow as shit. The USB port doesn't work anymore. But thanks to wireless charging, I can still use it.
Yep.
Specs are horrendous. But yeah, no, being able to have it in a modern system at that size point that's going to be really, really nice. So we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, do we want to do a live stream for Google I/O again?
Yeah, might as well.
I think that would be kind of fun, actually. Yeah, let's plan that. We'll get the dates. We'll get everything kind of figured out exactly when it's going to be. It'll be Wednesday, May 10th. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that. That is going to be absolutely insane. You can do it.
I can do it.
Um, May 10th, not only do I have class that day, but it's finals. So, yeah. Their website is horrendous. Oh my God, this thing is ugly as shit. Hang on. I'm gonna send this to you. Are you on your PC?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna send this to you
Discord.
on Discord so that you can. Oh my God, that is terrifying. Like, I get where they were going with the design thing, but ouch. It's not good. Definitely not good. All right, well, Picard, watch it.
I'm gonna.
I want to talk about the entire season next week.
Okay.
It's going to be a Picard review, season 3, and all the crazy stuff because I've got lists and lists of stuff. See, what's bad is that both you and Julia decided to wait to watch it, so I haven't really been able to talk to a whole bunch of people about this.
I ought to see if she wants to do a watch party with me.
Probably not because I think she's going to watch it with her husband.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna watch it with Christy.
I don't know. You'd ask.
Yeah.
When she does come back out to visit again, we'll have to make a point to get together and hang out. That could be actually kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We've been wanting to do this the Star Trek podcast thing, right?
Yep.
What if we were to, when she comes out, we'll plan it out to where we record the first episode with all 4 of us together, and then we can remotely do the rest of them.
Okay.
I will let me talk to her and James about that, but I think that could work. That could be kind of fun. Man, I want one of these griddles now for outside. I just looked over at the cooking channel and there's someone that was running a frickin' someone posted a GIF in there and it's just now I'm hungry. Maybe that's what I'll do when I get off here. Maybe I'll go make myself an omelet.
Do it. I bought you a pan. Dave, I bought you a pan and I made you an instructional video. Your own instructional video. I bought you a really damn nice pan too.
Yes, you did.
Because it makes a difference. It makes a whole world difference when you get that.
And that's why no one else but me is allowed to touch that damn thing.
Yeah.
I did spread a little bit of I didn't take any pictures and I should have, but I made beef stroganoff the other night. Used ground steak instead of just regular ground meat or ground beef. Oh, it was good. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll figure out how to vlog my first omelet somehow.
Okay.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
But
Just do it.
yeah, I will.
Do it.
All right. So next week, Star Trek Picard. I will say this right now as a week notice. There will be spoilers in next week's episode or next week's podcast. Lots and lots of spoilers.
If you're waiting longer than me to watch Picard, there's something wrong with you. I know this because there's something wrong with me. So
It has been one of the most frustrating experiences of my adult life is having to watch what I could argue is the best season of Star Trek ever produced, and it's not even close.
Having to talk to me every week and not say a goddamn word about it.
It has been going on for 10 weeks now, and I have not spoiled a single goddamn thing for you.
You're such a good friend.
Oh man, it is so tough to not.
It's a good thing I'm cute, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Hote. Let's get
All right,
out
my
of here.
friend. Next week,
Yeah.
same time, same place.
Yeah. Call your friends.
Yes. Call friends, family, tell them you love them.
Yep. Check in. See how they're doing.
Next week.
Later.